I'm giving very beautiful last-minute lessons and mock tests. So if you want to take the mock tests or lessons, you can definitely call me. My number is given on the screen. So I was teaching one of my students and I wanted to share the lesson with you guys. He was a pretty advanced student, so when I was explaining, my speed was a little bit faster. So if you are still in the basics, I will say you look into my other videos. This is a little bit of advanced prep. I will suggest when you're watching this video, you can pause when I'm going over a question. You can pause the question and try to do it on your own. And later you can just look into my explanation. That will help you with the practice. So question 58. You see it says in the figure above, GRAP is a parallelogram. What is the value of x? So x is here. So this is a parallelogram. We know this is 90 because it's given. From here to here is 156. So the whole thing here, it makes a circle. The whole thing.
Oh, sorry, 360.
360. So what you do is like 156 plus the 90. How much is that?
246.
6 and then 9 plus 5, 14. Or 246, right? So then what we do to find this angle here? You do 360 minus
246.
Very good. So this is 10. 10 minus 6 is?
So 114.
Okay, 10 minus this is 5, right? So 114. So that's what is this one. Now in a parallelogram, the angle across from each other, they're equal. But the angle next to each other, they add up to 180. So if this is 114, how do I find this one? But the angles next to each other is 180. This one and this one. These two.
So these two 180.
So if this is 114, how much is that?
180 minus 114.
180 minus 114. Make it a 10, 7. So that's 6. 66. Okay? So that should be 66. The next question I'm going to do is question 66. So on the farm, the number of chicken is 4 times the number of horses, right? So we have chicken and horses. So chicken is 4 times the horses. So let's say horse is X, chicken is 4X. In total, all chicken and all horses have 228 legs. So chicken and horses, they have 228 legs. I know that each chicken has how many legs? 2 legs.
2 legs.
Right, each chicken has 2 legs. And each horse has how many legs?
4.
4. So that's 4x times 2?
8x.
8x, and this is 4x. Right, that's the number of legs. Now what equation we can make?
8x plus 4x equals 228.
Very good. So that's just 12x equal to 228. Now divide both sides by 12. So x equal to 12 goes into 22 one time. So that's, if you do that, 228 by 12, one time, 12, 10, so 8. So 12 goes into 108 how many times?
9.
9 times? Yeah. So x is 19. Now we have to be careful. So if x is 19, they said how many? They should be how many more chicken than horses are on the farm? So chicken was 4x. Horse was x. So how many more chicken? So 4x minus x is 3x. So there are 3x more chicken. And x means what? X equal to? 19. So 3x will be 19 times 3. That's how much?
57.
57. Okay, so let me explain it again quickly. So we knew that there was x horses, chicken 4x. But we're not dealing with the number of horses, we're dealing with the number of legs. So that's why I have to multiply this by 2 and this by 4, okay? So 8x and 4x, and then I take the equation. So 4x, and that's the answer. Alright, question number 68. The ratio of Jude's money to Roger's money is 4 to 5. What is the ratio?
4 to 5.
Good. So after they each spent $20. So the ratio is not really actual money. The ratio of Jude to Roger is 4 to 5. It doesn't mean that Jude has $4 and Roger has $5. So the original money we don't know. So after they each spent 20, the ratio became 11 to 15. So how much money did Jude have at first? So in this case, you could use an equation, but you could also use the options. So let's say Jude has $60. So if Jude has 60, how much Roger has?
15 times 5, which is 75.
75. And then they both spend $20. So minus 20 minus 20. So that's 40 to
55.
55. Does that simplify to 11 to 15?
No.
No. So it's not 60. If I simplify by 5, there'll be 8 to something. No. 60 doesn't work. So let's say Jude to Roger is 4 to 5, right? If Jude is 64, that's times what? 16? So 5 times 16 is? 80. Minus 20 minus 20. So you get 60 to 44. Now if I simplify by, let's say, 4, divide by 4, divide by 4.
Yeah,
11 to
15.
15, yeah, that works. 11 to 15. So Jude's money is 64. Okay, so this is called trial and error. We just test the options. Clear? Number 73. If a house sold for 90,000, right? Now there is a loss of 20%. So if it is sold for 90,000, 20% loss. So this 90,000 is not 100%. 20% loss means 90,000 is what percent?
90,000 is the 20. No.
20% loss.
So it's 90% equal to 80.
80%, yeah. 90,000 is the 80%. Because 20% lost means it's gone. And then it became 90,000. So 90,000 is the 80%. So for how much should it be sold to make a gain of 20%? Gain of 20% means what percent?
Like plus 20.
Plus 20%, so 120%. Gain of 20% means 120%. You can make it a proportion. You can say, okay, 90,000 is the 80%. And you want to find a gain of 20%, which is 120% is how much? 90,000 is 80%, 120% is how much? So you could solve this proportion, right? So in many ways you can do it. So you can solve it cross multiply. So 0 and 0 cancel out. So cross multiply. So 8x equal to what is 9 times 12?
108.
108, right? So 108 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Right? No? 108 and 4 zeros. Now divide both sides by 8. So 108 divided by 8. 108 divided 1000. So 108, 0, 0, 0, 0 divided by 8. One time, 8 comes down. 3 times 24. And then 0 comes down. So 8 goes into 45 times, right? So there is still 3 more zeros. So 135, 0, 0, 0. This one. Okay? So another way to understand that if 90,000 is 80%, which is 4/5, you find out what is 1/5. So you divide the 90,000 by 4. And then you want 120%, which is 6/5, right? So there you multiply, times it by 6. That would give you 135,000. Understood? Well, this one, the sum of the number 3x, x plus 1, y is 85. So you just write it. So the sum means 3x plus x plus 1 plus y equal to 85. Now the ratio of x to y is 1 to 2. So ratio of x to y is 1 to 2. Now take a look at it. Let's simplify this a little bit more. 4x plus y. I'm going to minus 1 both sides. So this is 84. You understand that part? So x to y is 1 to 2. So now we need to pick numbers. Pick numbers in a way so that it adds up to 84. So x2, y, 1, 2, 3. If I plug in x is 1 and y is 2, does it make 84? No, so we have to scale it up. So let's say times it by 5. So 5 and 10. So does 5 and 10 works? If I make it a 5, 5 times 4, 20 plus 10 doesn't. I have to scale it up even more. So these are all the value of 2y's, right? Because they want what is 2y.
Yeah.
So if 2y is 14, y must have been
7.
7. So 7 works. 7 wouldn't work. 10 didn't work. So we need to get bigger. So if 28 is the 2y, y must have been 14. So if y is 14, then x is 7. Let's see if that works. So 4 times 7 is
20.
28 plus the 14 doesn't make 84. So let's see, 42 then divided by 2. So y must have been 21. So this is a little messy, so let's do it here. So if y is 21, x must be half decimal. So like 10.5. Well, I'm going to ignore the decimal for now. Let's try 56. 2y is 56, y must have been 28. So if y is 28, x is 14, right? So let's plug in x is 14. So 4 times 14 plus 28. I feel like this is going to work. So 14 times 4 is
56.
56 plus 28.
84.
84. And that 84, yeah, that works. So this is that. So the point is, you write down this equation, simplify it, right? And then after simplifying it, and then you pick value of x and y and substitute. You understand? The next one is number 80. So this is similar. The mean number of x, x minus 2, and 3x and 13 is 24, right? So you add them all. So how would you add? Like let's say here, they're like, let's take up some space here. Erase this. So the mean number would be x plus x minus 2 plus 3x plus 13 equal to 24. Can I write it like that? Take a look, it's a mean. So you have to add and divide by, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So divide by 4. So now this you can simplify. So x plus x, 2x plus 3x is 5x. And 13 minus 2 is 11. So over 4 equal to 24 over 1. So I can cross multiply. 5x plus 11 times 1 is 5x plus 11. And 4 times 24
is 96.
96. Now what do I do next?
Solve for
So we do?
So minus 11 on both sides. You get 5x equals to 85, and you divide by 5 on both sides.
You get 17, right? So if x equal to 17, they said what is the mean of x and x minus 2? What do I do next?
So you plug in.
Very good. So x is 17. What is x minus 2?
17 minus 2, which is 15.
15. So how do I find their mean?
You add them and divide it by how many numbers there are. So 17 plus 15 divided by 2. You get 32 divided by 2, and you get 16.
Very good. Understood? Well, we're going to do question 87. So Martin is 36 years old. His son is 11 years old. In how many years will Martin double his son? So you test the options. In the questions with the age, we always try to use the options. So in how many years will Martin be doubled? So let's say 12 years later, I'll add 12 with the son and Martin. Because 12 years later, they both gonna grow by 12. So this is 23. Martin, how much?
48.
8. So is it double?
No.
No. So 12 doesn't work. Does 14 work? Check it.
14 would be 25 and 50.
Does that work?
Yeah.
25 and 50, is it double?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 14 works. Clear? Mm-hmm. So you just like use the options. Good question. But this one you skip it for now, because this is not how you do it, and it's a different way you do it. But I can show it to you later. It's one of those like combination. So very nicely done. All right. So I can show you this one. Like, how would you do it? Not like that. So the rental car company had 10 buses and 6 vans. How many buses?
10 buses, 6 vans.
6 vans. Now, how many different ways can customer choose 2 buses? So break it down. First, you do 2 buses and 3 vans. So if you have to pick 2 buses, so you draw 2 lines. How many options do you have for the bus?
10.
10. How many options do you have for the second bus?
9.
9. So 9 times 10?
90.
Divided by?
2 factorial.
2 factorial. That's
90 divided by 2, and you get 45.
45 different ways you can pick bus. You do the same thing with the vans now. How many vans you want to select?
So first you have 3.
3 vans. So you draw 3 lines. How many options do you have for the first van?
3.
No, there are 6
Okay,
vans.
6.
6, then?
5.
Then?
4.
And then you divide by?
3 factorial.
3 factorial, because there are 3 lines. So 30 times 4 is 120. 3 factorial means 3 times 2, which is 6. So 120 divided by 6 is 40. So if you want to do both, the van, what is it?
Isn't it 20?
20, my bad. 20. So what you do is, if you want to do like both 20 and 45, you multiply both. So 20 different ways you can get vans, and 45 different ways you can get buses. So you multiply, you get what, 900? Yeah. So these options is like, they're just showing if you want to multiply or what, but I just showed you how to actually do the whole work. So is there any other question? Would you like me to go over? Let me see. All right. So let me check if you did it right. Number. Say survey of student what additional language they learn. Okay. So in a sample of 60 students, the following results are obtained. 37 students learned French. 35 learned German. 13 didn't learn anything. So how many students did both? So what did you do?
So if you add 37 plus 35 plus 13, I got...
You get 85?
Yeah, but the question said in the sample of 60 students. So what I did 85 minus 60, and I got 25.
Very good. Because there should be 60 students, but you found 85. So this 25 must have done both. That's why they came extra. Very good. What do you do for this one, number 62?
Okay, so it says the product of 2 negative consecutive integers is 63. If the small integer is divided by 3 and the larger integer is increased by 5, what is the product of the 2 resulting integers? So, like a consecutive integer is a number that comes after the other. So,
2 of them.
Yeah. So
negative and consecutive.
Yeah. So, what I thought was -7 and -9. They're both consecutive and both negative.
Right.
So, they said if the smaller integer is divided by 3, which is a -9. So I divided by 3 and I got -3. And it said if the larger integer is increased by 5, so I added 5 to -7 and I got -2. Then I did -2 times -3 because I wanted the product, and I got +6.
Very nice. Excellent. Now, how do you do this one, number 72? Let me explain this one quickly. So it's a pyramid, right? So if I give you 4 triangles, like 4 triangles, and they square, can you draw a pyramid? Can you put it into a pyramid? Yes. So you square in the bottom and 4 triangles like walls. They said the surface area of the pyramid is, including the base, is 132. So how they find the surface area is they find the area of each triangle and they square, then they what? Add it up.
Yeah.
So if the length of AD is 6, so what is the length of SH? So 132 is the whole thing. So first of all, you do, what is your idea? So if the length of AD is 6, which is the bottom, So it's a 6 by 6 square, which is 36.
36, yeah.
So you minus it from 132.
And I got, okay,
So 12 minus 6 is 6, so minus 3 is
96.
96. So 96 must have been the area of the 4 triangles.
Yeah.
So we divided by 4 to see how much is 1. 24, right? So if 24 is the area of each triangle, and they said 86, what is SH? Okay, SH is the height of the triangle.
Yeah.
So the area of this triangle is 24, and the base is 6. What must have been the height? Is the height 4? So let's say 6 times 4
24.
divided by 2.
12.
12, that's not 24, so height is not 4. Because area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Let's try 8. 6 times 8.
48 divided by 2 is 24.
Okay, that works. Okay, that's why it's 72.
For more practice, you can join my online SHSAT course called Level Sigma. I have video lessons there, related worksheets, and practice questions, math and English both. You can take them as a quiz. You can check your scores after. And once you submit the worksheet, you can check the score and the explanations. I also have video explanations for the worksheets. Thank you very much.